Hey guys, Cornell here. Today I'm going to be swapping the motherboard between these LG G5s. The one on the left is in perfect physical condition, however, its motherboard is defective as it won't boot up and instead keeps boot looping. I've tried just about everything to get it to boot, such as wiping the device and other restoration methods that I found on the web. However, none of them were successful. The G5 on the right is in poor physical condition, but it has a fully working motherboard. My intention is to swap the working motherboard into the perfect condition housing to have a fully functional mint condition phone and to be left with a poor condition non-working phone, which is essentially a brick. Now that that's out of the way, let's start the restoration process. Here I'm going to be disassembling the LG G5, the bad motherboard first. First I'm going to remove the battery from the phone. Luckily the LG G5 is really easy to service. All you have to do is push a button on the bottom and slide the battery out. Once the battery is out, there are two screws that need to be removed. The next step is to remove the SIM card tray. This phone is held on with no adhesive, so all we need to do is pry it open using an opening tool. Now I'm going to remove the several identical screws holding down the motherboard. Now I'm going to disconnect the display and one of the rear cameras. And the motherboard comes out just like that. Now that phone is disassembled, we can start disassembling the phone with the working motherboard that has the poor condition housing. Here we're going to recreate the exact same steps as the previous phone as they are identical models. Here I remove the battery, then I remove the SIM card tray. This donor phone is absolutely filthy on the inside. Luckily I won't be using this housing anymore as it is in poor condition, so I don't need to worry about cleaning it afterwards. After removing the two screws holding the display to the frame, I start prying it open using my opening tools. Now that the back cover is removed, you can really see how filthy this phone is. I'm starting to believe that the seller I bought this from found it in a field. Here I removed the exact same screws holding on the motherboard as found in the previous phone. After removing the screws, I disconnected the display and one of the rear cameras, and then I removed the motherboard. Comparing the motherboards to each other, everything is identical, as I expected. But these are both H831's motherboards. However, I have opened one of the LG G5s before, and it looks like I've misplaced the front camera, but fortunately LG does not pair any of their components to their phones, so I was able to just use another one. Great, now that both phones are fully disassembled, I can proceed to swap the motherboards from the physically damaged phone into the perfectly good housing, and then reassemble both phones. Sorry for the cut here, my camera stopped recording and I didn't realise until after the back cover was installed. But basically, all I did was snap the back cover back into place as if it were Lego. Simple enough. On some phones, especially iPhones, they have their IMEI numbers printed on the SIM card tray. However, it appears LG doesn't do this on the G5, so I don't need to transfer the SIM card trays. After sliding the battery back into place, the working LG G5 is good to go. It looks like this phone's battery is discharged. I'm going to place it on the charger while I reassemble the bad G5. On working G5, I have followed the exact same procedure, starting with the motherboard, connectors, case, then battery. I'm not going to be talking this much because I've already done the exact same procedure on the previous phone. And there we have it, a successful restoration. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far into the video, a like and subscription would be appreciated. As this is one of my first restorations on my channel, please leave me some feedback in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.